Welcome everyone. Good Shabbos. Shabbat Shalom. The famous story. For those who don't know, a quick recap. The story of the blessing of the firstborn, or the firstborn right. Esav and Yaakov. Esav and Yaakov. Yaakov was a Ishtam Yoshevo Alim. Was a simple man sitting in the tents. He studied Torah. Esav was Ish Sadeh, a man of the field, a trapper, an athlete. Esav was the older, and Yaakov was the younger. And Rivka, the mother, had already, when they were in her tummy and they were causing problems for her, she had had a prophecy with Hashem and had conversed with Hashem, and Hashem had told her that the younger one is the chosen one. Very difficult story. One parent loved one child, the other parent loved the other child. Remember, these people are the avot imahot. They're prophets also. They're prophets. So they're operating on a little bit of a different level of morality than we who are not prophets. And eventually, when the time to give the blessing comes, Yitzchak tells his son Esav, go out, prepare for me a meal, come back. Remember, it says that Esav was very hairy, so the mother dresses up Yaakov with a sheepskin on his arms, so he was hairy just like his brother, and she prepared a meal for him to bring to his father, and he brings the meal. The father eats the meal. Yitzchak eats the meal, and then he blesses Yaakov thinking that it's Esav. This is at least the pshat. This is at least the simple meaning of the text. And then it's like 1,000 times better than a Shakespeare play. The verse says, Vayihi kasher kila Yitzchak levareich et Yaakov, and it was at the moment that Isaac was finishing to bless Jacob, Vayihi, and it was ach yatso yatsa Yaakov, right at the moment that he left. Enter, exit immediately, Jacob. Enter Esav. Like, if you could put this in a play, it would be two separate entrances. One exits, one enters. And Esav comes out from having trapped his meal, the deer, whatever he trapped to feed his father. Vayas gamhu matamim, and he made the tasty meal. Vayavei le'aviv, and he brought it to his father. Vayomer le'aviv, Yakum aviv yochal, get up, my father. Let my father get up and let him eat. Mitzei beno, from the tzeid, the meat meal of his son, meaning me. Bavor tevarachani nafshecha, so that you can bless me. He says to his father. Vayomer lo Yitzchak aviv miata. But then Isaac said, wait a second, who are you? Because remember, Isaac was already going blind in the eyes. This is at least the simple meaning of the text. Vayomer ani binecha bechorecha Esav. I am Esav, your firstborn. You're supposed to give me the blessing. Vayecher ad Yitzchak harada gedolad meod. Yitzchak had great fearing inside of him. Charada, great fear. Charedi is the same word, trembling, to tremble. Vayomer mi'efo hu hatzat sai vayavili vayochal mikol b'terem tavo v'arachehu. He's like, who's the guy who just came? Sorry, we'll wait for a second. The jet is going. There's an air base close by. Vayomer mi'efo hu hatzat sai. Who's the guy who just came to me and gave me? He's referring to obviously Yaakov, who had, with his mother's help, quote unquote, deceived. That's the simple meaning of the text. His father, Gam Baruch Yeh, Yitzchak says, also blessed may he be. Very strange answer. Also blessed may he be. And I want to share with you one of the questions that I always have had, and it reveals something very, very deep. Domestic animals and wild game have a different taste. They have a different taste. lamb or sheep that you take from your pen or from your flock, and then you shecht it, and then you prepare it, will taste different than the wild game that Esav caught. Okay, Yitzchak is going blind, but his taste buds are there. This is one of the proofs that show that it was like the hand of God the whole time, bringing the blessing to Yaakov. And additionally, as we read, the last verse, his response, when the pshat, the simple meaning of the text, reveals that the father, Yitzchak, figured out that it was Yaakov who got the blessing, he says, Gam Baruch Yihye. And it also mirrors the verse where it says, Vayarech et reach hanichoach. He smelled the pleasant. What's the text? I don't know exactly the words, but the words was when Yaakov came, he smelled the smell of like a. It might be not be in the psukim. I don't know if it's the psukim, but he smelled like a heavenly smell. It's obviously a reference to spirituality. The way that it's worded, I have no doubt. It's the pshat has to be a ruchani interpretation, the simple level. So that's what we have to know. We are the children of Yaakov. We are the Jewish people. Chaviv Adam shenivra b'tzelem. Every human being is beloved because they have a tzelem elokim. And also chiba yetera l'Yisrael. A Jew has an extra belovedness. Shenemar, as it says, banim atem l'Hashem elokeichem. You are children of Hashem. In other verses, it implies that all human beings are children of Hashem, and the Jewish people are the Bechor Yisrael Ata, as it says in Shemot. You are my firstborn. That's Hashem basically explaining. The point is, a Jew is supposed to be, as it says, V'atem tiyuli mamlechet kohanim v'goy kadosh. You Jews are a kingdom of Kohanim, are a kingdom of priests. Yes, we have Kohanim within us, but pragmatically, we are all supposed to be Kohanim for the rest of the world. We're supposed to be a exemplar of ethics par excellence. Let us not confuse Jews with Judaism. Sometimes Jews do not act in the right way. But let us try to be what we are meant to be and what we still have inside of our essence, and how Hashem has said many, many times in the Torah, we will never change that. Have a wonderful Shabbos, study Torah, and I'll see you guys all next week.